Hi everybody, so now we have two paid for AAA Battle Royale games. They're additions to traditional games. I am of course talking about the newly released Battlefield 5's Firestorm mode and Black Ops 4 and Blackout. So let's compare the two and ask ourselves quite a few questions about them actually. Will they be successful? Are they for you, and what do I think of them? Well, first off, I think we've been done proud in terms of graphics. Both games look really, really good. You could argue that Blackout has a slightly more cartoony feel, slightly, but I think they both look really good. Battlefield maybe slightly has the edge with the Frostbite engine, but with Battlefield and with shooters in general, it's all about the movement, isn't it? And both games look great when you're moving and going around. Sound. Yeah, they both sound really good. There's nice ambient noise. Both games use good use of tactical sound, so in other words footsteps and stuff. Sometimes I think Blackout's a little bit noisy with various shout outs and different things going on, and in Firestorm, you know, there's normally music playing, but I've turned that off, and you can turn these things off or turn them down so that you can hear the ambient important sounds a lot more better. Gunplay, very, very important. The guns in Blackouts are Black Ops Call of Duty guns, so they feel really good. And the guns in Firestorm are the Battlefield 5 guns, straight from the multiplayer, and they feel excellent as well. However, Battlefield 5 definitely has the edge in the fact that you're firing real guns. We're not firing real guns, but you know what I mean. You're firing video game versions of real guns, you know, with the MP40, with the Bren gun, or with the Sten gun. Although actually in this clip I do pick up an MP40 in Blackout, but the other guns, they're just kind of made up guns. That, you know, they feel good, but I have to say that Battlefield with Firestorm has the advantage of the fact that you're firing proper guns. Now, I'm going to address this now, and I'm going to address it at the end. The time to kill and the time to death. I think these are critical in shooters. And, you know, how long it takes for you to kill someone and how long it takes someone to kill you. You think they'd be the same, but they're not always the same in games. There's lots of funny things that happen. And I've got to say that, at the moment anyway, Firestorm has the edge in terms of this. Because I like quite a short time to kill, or time to death. Not a really long time to kill or time to death. And what I find happens in Blackout, especially when you're in the later circles, when everybody's got like level 2 or above armour, you can be blatting away at somebody, say with a DMR or a sniper rifle, or even on fully automatic, and it takes ages to kill people. Whereas what I found, and I haven't played that many games, but what I found with all the kills I've had really so far in Firestorm is the time to kill seems similar to that of the multiplayer, maybe slightly longer because you have to knock people's armour off first, but it's nowhere near as long and as frustrating as in Blackout. So time to kill, time to death, Firestorm has the advantage. As far as movement goes, both games feel great when you're running and jumping around the map, when you're vaulting and getting around. However, I think Call of Duty goes a little bit over the top with the height that you can jump to and the speed that you can move around, because what happens is movement in terms of bunny hopping and jumping around makes a real big factor when it comes to the gunfights, especially close-up gunfights, and I don't like that in my battle royals. I don't like that in my shooters too much. In real life you wouldn't be able to bunny hop around like you can in Blackout, so don't like that. Now, the size of the map. The two maps in Firestorm and Blackout, they're pretty similar sizes. So in terms of PUBG, they're a bit bigger than Sandhawk, but not as big as Vikendi. So there's quite a bit of tactical choices to be made, or strategic choices about where you're going to drop. In Blackout, probably a little bit less so, because there's 100 players in the map, and it gets pretty full, whereas in Firestorm, at the moment in solos, we've only got 64 maximum, so people tend to spread about, so you've got more room to breathe. And in terms of the spectacle that both maps kind of provide, I've got to probably give that one to Blackout, because the Firestorm map's okay, but it feels a little bit samey, you know? You're definitely on like a Scandinavian island somewhere or archipelago somewhere, and there's not that much difference. Whereas in Blackout, you've got all the different bits from different Call of Duty Black Ops multiplayer maps spread out, and they kind of they merge them into the existing into the scenery as well, so they don't stick out like sore thumbs. But you definitely get different zones in Blackout, which I think is probably a little bit more interesting than Firestorm's map. Number of maps, well, both games have only got one at the moment. Modes, got to give this one to Blackout at the moment because you've got solos, duos and squad play, 4-man squads, whereas in Firestorm we've only got solo and squads. Unforgettable moments, or battlefield moments, is another way you may well describe it. I think you can get unforgettable moments. You get battlefield moments from both maps because they both have vehicles. They've both got helicopters, they've both got boats, they've both got jeeps, and there's an armoured car, I think, isn't there now, in Blackout. I think Firestorm, with the fact that it has tanks, is going to provide something a little bit, you know, more of a spectacle. But they'll both provide those moments when you go, oh my god, do you remember that time when? And you'll be able to talk about beyond just shooting lots of enemies. The circle speed, sometimes I think the circle speed in Blackout is a little bit too fast. It's a little bit too fast, and it feels like you're getting herded together. Firestorm seems a little bit slower, but they are similar, so they're both pretty similar to that. The ping system and the tagging. What I'm really going to get at is when I do this video about Apex, I'll be talking about how the Apex ping system is really amazing. And whereas Blackout and Firestorm, you can only really just ping certain places. Now, special weapons. Both of these games have got RPGs, you know, rocket launchers. Battlefield's Firestorm has mines as well and grenade rifles, so that's pretty good. But when it comes to gadgets and kind of special skills that you get or special abilities, Blackout's got it. You know, you can pick up the different perks, can't you? You can pick up dead silence, you can pick up awareness. Now, that's not something I like, to be honest. I don't think you should be able to pick up a perk that enables you that tells you when you're being aimed at or magnifies your hearing. I think that's unfair. I don't think they should have that, so that's kind of a minus point for it. Progression, at the moment Blackout's got this, they have a season pass, so you can get skins for your character and different and your skins for your weapons, so that's good. But at the moment there isn't really anything for Firestorm beyond what you get in the normal game. So as you're playing Firestorm, you're earning company coin and you're earning XP or whatever they call it in Battlefield 5 to progress through the seasons, you know, to earn different skins that way. What I would like to see with both games actually is some sort of a better ranking system based on skill, a bit like PUBG used to have. It doesn't really have that at the moment, but not like it used to have. And then if we're talking about ongoing development for both of these games, I think there's a big fat question mark over both of them. They're both additional game modes for an existing major game, multiplayer game. And so we don't know, for example, with Call of Duty, whether with the next Call of Duty, all that's going to happen is we're going to get another Battle Royale and we're going to have to pay for that again. And we don't know with Battlefield whether, you know, this is what we've got for Battlefield 5, and when Battlefield 6 comes out, there's going to be a different Battle Royale. What we really want is ongoing support for this particular mode, whereby we get more maps, especially in Battlefield, and maybe the maps change a little bit. I think what we're going to get in Blackout is just that. I think the Blackout map is probably going to change a little bit. I don't think we're going to get another one. Now, there are some big hints for Battlefield, for Firestorm, that we will get another map, because the map does have a name. I can't remember what it's called right at the moment, but they have named it. It's not just the Firestorm map. So it could be, you know, we're going to get, we're going to get like a Pacific themed map as well. Remember, that's what PUBG has. PUBG has 4 maps to do it that way. So let's get down to the real critical business now. The questions that really matter to me. So, do you have enough time to make tactical decisions that make a difference in the game? And does the cover allow you to do so? And for me, absolutely. In Firestorm, you can do that. There's enough space and enough time to make decisions. You can do that in Blackout as well, up to a point, as long as you survive that initial drop. Does positioning matter over build? So this is related to that time to kill and time to death again. And I've got to say that so far in Firestorm, I can say that positioning definitely matters over build. Although there's different levels of weapons and different levels of armour, if you get yourself in a better position than someone else, you'll probably be able to kill them and win that gunfight. I don't think that's the case in Blackout. I think if someone's got level 3 armour and you're blatting away at them, they are more than able to turn around and kill you, where positioning didn't matter that much. And I guess if we ask ourselves, do the mistakes you make in these games, do they feel like your fault or because the other player had better kit? Quite often in Blackout, I think it's just the guy had better kit or better perks, where in Firestorm it's more down to skill. And do the games build to a crescendo and give you sweats and shakes? Yes, they both do. When you get in the top 5, you feel a little bit like that. And the final question, will I want to keep playing and keep getting better at this game? For Call of Duty's Blackout, no, because of that time to kill problem. With Battlefield's Firestorm, absolutely, I'm looking forward to playing an awful lot more of this game. So for me, Blackout versus Firestorm, Firestorm all the way. Anyway, that's enough from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Put your questions and comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.